Tosun does what all good strikers do, which is kick the ball not at Michael Keane. I think because let's be honest, the goal's actually a smaller target than Michael Keane's arse.
Yeah,
so he done really well there. Let's be honest.
I thought that chance had gone though. Like it seemed to all happen in slow motion. That from when he popped it up, you thought, no, it's not. Because I think everyone had taken their eyes off Tosun, and even their defence had, but he was still alive. So like, if this comes to me, it's in.
Good chance of fall.
Yeah.
Get up, we stay alive. It might relate to me. Gambled, didn't just sit on his arse and will it go in?
Yeah. Well, that's it, because he was on the deck, wasn't he? When that ball goes in, he's gone for the diving header, missed it. The ball pops up, he's straight back up into position. Yeah.
And smashed it home.
I love the fact that he loves scoring goals. Like that's his bread and butter, isn't he? But he's prepared to work hard to score them as well. So,
well, that's the best thing. He offers probably more than any strikers we've had recently, in the fact that because like he's not just got like Lukaku would just score shitloads of goals. He weighing with his assists, but his overall game, he wouldn't do the running around and the dirty work. And he has does lots of running around and has a habit of being in the right place at the right time.
But I don't know, the touch, he's not clever. Like
but Tosun brings players into play.
Although I thought up to that goal, he hadn't had a particularly good game and such. The ball,
I don't think we got him the ball.
No, but I don't think the ball was sticking to him that much, and I don't think it was. He wasn't. But I think that. But then that shows again what a good striker he is. I'm hoping. I know we're sitting here still quite early. He's got touch of the Yeloviches about him, but I'm hoping he's like that. It doesn't matter what time of the game it is. If you present a chance to him, he's gonna try and knock it in. And it was a good goal, and we deserved to be 1-0 up. It was obviously, Walcott gets the ball on the right. It's a great ball for a start.
Yeah.
But having men in the box, Dominic Calvert-Lewin screening almost.
Yeah.
Tosun behind him. The balls come in as well at a trajectory really where most strikers would probably throw a boot at it, and the defender would actually, clear it. But because he's gone with his head, they give the defender a question mark there. What do I do? If I throw a leg at it, like if I really go at this, I'm giving away a penalty.
I think he caught him totally by surprise by diving at
him.
Didn't he?
And Butland as well, because he got a hand to it, but he was down late, wasn't he? Because he wasn't.
If you're in at that trajectory, you're getting there quicker by virtue of your diving head. You don't see it in the game anymore.
No, I don't see enough.
If you watch the way Walcott throws it in, it's a flat ball, so he hits it inside of his foot and it just dips. Calvert-Lewin does well, jumps Shawcross, tries to the back, so it takes Shawcross totally out the game, and it drops behind, and that's where you've got to give Tosun so much credit, because it's not like there was no one and it was a ball coming in and he just threw himself at it. That dips over Calvert-Lewin, so he's gone
that late,
almost. Well, he's gone almost as by the way, if he doesn't get it, I'm going anyway. And it drops and it's on him.
Well, that again, that's something we haven't seen from our strikers, isn't it? To gamble,
anticipate.
I'm just thinking that's coming right. I'm just going for it anyway. If I miss it,
and if it is,
that's what proper strikers do, isn't it? Or proper old-fashioned.
And this was my criticism with Lukaku.
Yeah,
the amount of goals he could have got 40s for us, because
he
was never alive in the box. He'd scored great goals, Ron, don't get me wrong, and he scored a lot of goals for us, and I'd never rewrite history and say he wasn't a great sign for us, because he was, but he could have been much more.
That was the annoying thing for me, when people like, if you ever slagged him off, and people like, oh, can you slag him off, he scored that many goals, like, because he could have scored more, he could have been better, and if he'd have gambled, like you say, he would have scored a lot more goals.
But it was just great to see Tosun react like that, and brilliant for him. First Turkish player to score more than one in a game since Sunshine, remember him?
I do.
Sunshine. But it was a good header, and Butland, got
a good knee slide as well.
He has got a
he wants it though, doesn't he? That know what he wants to score goals, though, doesn't he? It's like, but it's part of his
prove himself.
But it's not just that though. It's you can see with some players that it's ingrained in the character that they want to work hard, that it's part of them. And we've bemoaned. I mean, he's mentioned there Lukaku, how many people bemoaned at the fact, and it's nice when you've got a player. Although we're not only in the early stages, of course, but it's nice when you've got a player that you feel, because you feel like you can love this lad. Like if he keeps going, if he keeps going to the end of the season and he is working hard, this sounds like but you can feel like you can put the number 9 on his back, and everyone can get behind him and you play.
Do you know what I think he's the type of player, and I love this, is that if you shot, he'd run and fucking slide and knock it over the line, even if it was going. Because that's what I wanted to score a goal. I didn't care if we won 7-0 and I never scored, and then I wouldn't speak to anyone. I wouldn't talk. I'd have a cop. Honest to God,
I'd be brilliant in a post-match interview. So they're all expecting, well, you know, it's all about the result. Shite, I haven't scored. Don't even talk.
They give me a chance. No, but it would affect me, because I wanted to score, and I want strikers, centre forwards. I want them at Everton lads to go. Listen, not about my all-round game. I want to. It is. I've got to be good all-round because I'm up front, but I'm going to rob your goal as well because I want the goal, and I want me forward to do that. Yeah. So that means sliding in on the line and putting on this. This lad looks like you've already said it. Jelavic came in. I thought he was going to get 100 goals a season. He looked that first few months. Him and Papa Cisse, well, it's like ridiculous, weren't they? But this lad looks like he likes to score goals. But you're right, the biggest thing, because when you criticism, I used to have a Lukaku or you have some other strikers, is okay, that's great, you score goals, but if you don't score today, what do you do?
Yeah, that was always the thing, wasn't it?
Because you don't work hard, so what are you offering us if you're not scoring goals? Because you can't score every game. But this lad, it will matter because we need his goals, but he works so hard as well, and we can only concentrate on what we've got now. And I think that's why everyone's taking the ass to the heart, because we look and go, listen, he's not great, but the lad's got a nice knack of scoring goals, and he runs his bollocks off for you.
You can forgive a lot of faults in a player so long as they put the effort in. I mean, we've seen some bad players over the years, but they get off more lightly if they just put the effort in.
But also they put the effort in, and there's some results. We've got with Nia.
If you've got a bit of quality and you put the effort in, well, then we will love you.
But what I will say is, though, I slightly disagree with you on Tosun in representing that all he wants to do is score goals. I think all he wants to do is score.
Saying that's what I want from a centre forward.
That's fine. No, but I think though you can see that all he wants to do is score goals to help his team win the game. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a selfish thing. It's like, and now you can start to understand why the Besiktas fans love them so much. But they're all the Besiktas fans. Well, you get them in the well, let's be honest, they're propping the channel at the moment. But the Besiktas fans, they've been saying the same kind of thing. He's played in a 3, and I think this is the difference between what Lukaku had. Where he was the isolated player, but now you look like
he would have got more in this team.
Now you look at Tosun with Velasquez on one side. Again, he could be doing more, but Walcott on the other side, and then you think, well, it actually starting to look like a proper 3, like we said. And if the fullbacks are going past, then they can tuck in. And
if Lukaku would have had these 3, if he would have been in with them,
well, even if he just had Walcott,
he'd have had. But I just think that probably 35, 38 goals.
I think that as that's sort of allowed to grow, if it can be allowed to grow and play stay fit, I think that does make a big difference to him. I think that's been a. I know a lot of people we've talked about it before, the settling in period and him being left out and up. But I do think the difference is, when he first came in and he played against Spurs, okay, he was very raw but he was just this lad on his own up front.
Yeah.
Now he's getting decent service. Okay, he works hard to make it look even better, but I think that's a big thing. If he's got players giving him decent service, he's always going to be in there.
Don't forget as well, the more they see him getting on the end of stuff, the more they're going to put the ball in for him. Yeah. Because after he's come in, can he do it, can't he do it? Oh, we're unsure, we've got to protect the ball. Now, he's just won us a game. He scored last week, he's won us it this week from nothing. Get the ball into him, this lad will put it in the net.
Well, it goes down to training as well, doesn't it? So they're doing that in training. They know his runs, they know how he works, and that. There was a lot of stick getting handed out for the fact that he wasn't getting brought on and wasn't getting played. But we did that with Sandro, we did that with Klassen at the start of the season, and they've been last.
No problem with that.
So you might as well leave him a few weeks, get him up.
But the other thing is, like you just said there, if you throw a ball, if you see an opportunity to throw a ball in, and you think, well, he's the only player in there, or there's only one place I can put that ball. If you've got a centre forward who knows a bit of a shithouse, and we've all seen centre forward do a bit of a shithouse. If you're a winger and you go, well, I'm not going to do that. There's no point in me putting that ball because he's never ever going to go for that. Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to take it back and it starts all over again. It goes. At least with this fella, the wingers will be thinking, I can throw this ball in anywhere in that box and he'll have a go for it. Dive in there, to slide in. He's prepared to have a go with the goalie in 50-50. That's not always a thing. That's not always a thing. And I think the fact that he's brave and the fact that he wants to get in there, and we'll take chances.
Offend the defenders and goalies of other teams now. Be like, I've got to watch him. He's a danger. You know, he's dangerous. Which then frees up other people running in. That's why, like you said about the Calvert-Lewins, get him in the box, get Balassi coming in the box, get Rooney, or get they. And the more players we get in the box now, because of someone who will go for it, well, we will get more.
That's always been a problem, hasn't it? We've had one player in the box when we're attacking, and it's like, well, you're not going to do anything.
It's not a perfect cross.
No, but
again, there's a difference between having one player in the box who will just stand and watch the ball go. You know, like how many times we in Goodison and like. Coleman will come down the right or Baines or whatever, and they'll zip it across, and there'll be a man on the penalty spot going, right. But you can imagine now, that's Tosun. Wherever that ball is, Tosun will fucking try and get it, and maybe cause the defender to do something. Defenders don't mind the ball zipping across the box if there's no one. They'll go,
just leave it.
But if he's in there, then defenders are going to start panicking.
Other players gambling because they see him doing it. He's going in, I'm going in.
If he gets something
on it, if he gets something or he misses it, I'm there for a trapping. But you know, he took that goal really well, and he should have extended it after that. You know, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, cracking little move, he does brilliantly, he races into the box, and you're thinking, just square it.
Would you square it?
In that attitude,
would you square it?
I probably would.
If you squared it,
if it's scored already, we'll square it.
Yeah, if it's scored. No, I would have. No,
not a chance on earth.
No, mate, because it's about playing the right pass. He'd done everything right. I'd have just popped that off there, and if he'd have missed it, I'd have bollocked the shit out of him. But from that angle, he was never going to be Butland there, was he? The angle was closing and closing and closing because they went across. He cut that back, and then Theo Walcott had the chance as well as saying, got played in the box, and you're thinking, fire this across to the far post, have a go.
I wasn't. I was thinking one to the corner.
But Tosun's running in as well, so he fires that across. You could see him sliding and diverting it, but he hit it into the side. But
there you have it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.